Hello everyone, and thanks for joining us today. Today we'll be giving you an overview of SAIT, information we know will be valuable to you as the parent or guardian of a future student. We will give you contact information if you have any questions at the end of the video.
SAIT first opened its doors in 1916, making us one of the oldest technical institutes in Canada. Since then, more than 250,000 students have graduated from our programs. We're different from other colleges and universities because we're not a college or university. Really, we're a technology hub disguised as a school.
But our credentials are just as valuable as other post-secondaries, if not more. Thanks to our industry partnerships and hands-on training approach, our students are employable from day one after graduation. More than 90% of grads have work within the first year after finishing school.
As a polytechnic, we focus on applied education and real-world training. Our students learn in living labs and specialized spaces, like a 4-story power plant, a fine dining restaurant, a dental clinic, and even an airline hangar. These unique classrooms simulate the environments they'll work in after they graduate, giving them a real advantage in the workforce.
In these spaces, students are learning hands-on from industry experts, most of whom worked in the field they teach now. We keep our class sizes small with an average of 25 students for most of our programs. That means they have more time with instructors and can get additional support without having to rely on office hours or appointments outside of class time.
Starting a new school can be intimidating, we know. Our cohort model makes it easy for students to get to know each other as they move from class to class together as a group for the whole semester. It allows students to create support networks and build lifelong friendships.
SAIT has a wide variety of programs, from 4-year bachelor's degrees in business, hospitality, and construction project management to diplomas and certificates.
We offer 5 applied degrees, which students can take after completing another credential, as well as post-diploma certificates. These are great options that will help your students stand out in the job market.
Launching a career doesn't have to be a long-term commitment. Our diploma programs are 2 years, while students in our certificate programs can graduate in a year or less. With dual credits, some students can even study trades at SAIT while still attending high school.
We're also well known for our trades and apprenticeship programs. We proudly offer 36 out of the 50 apprenticeships recognized by the Alberta government.
Our academic upgrading courses provide students with the chance to improve their final high school grades or take a class they need for admission. We also have transfer options for your student to change tracks while at SAIT, or make a move to or from another post-secondary.
This summer, polytechnics across Canada commissioned a research study with parents and HR influencers, including managers, trainers, supervisors, business owners, HR reps, and those involved in hiring within their organizations.
3/4 of employers believe a polytechnic education is valuable to their organization. 3 in 5 employers say they are likely to seek out graduates with a polytechnic education for roles within their organization now and in the future. 90% of employers who hired a polytechnic grad point to practical experience as a key benefit. And 88% of employers who hired a polytechnic graduate indicated having a positive experience hiring polytechnic grads.
We have campuses all over Calgary for students to learn and experience the city. From our main campus, that some of you may have had a chance to visit, to an airline hangar and the Point Trotter campus in the southeast, home to our crane and ironworker programs and railway conductor programs.
We have the Oddfellows building in downtown Calgary, new to SAIT but a heritage building in the city. It's home to our School for Advanced Digital Technology. Our Taste Market is a great place to grab lunch downtown throughout the week and sample some of the delicious creations from our culinary and entrepreneurship students.
And more, our classes are wherever you are, with a number of courses being offered online, blended, and on evenings and weekends to suit a variety of schedules.
There are lots of options, but they all start with where you are now, learning more about SAIT and our programs and determining if it's a good fit for your student.
Almost everything you need to know can be found on SAIT.ca, starting with which programs are currently accepting applications. Click on Programs and Courses, and then use the filter on the far right labeled Status. That'll show you what's available and when classes begin.
The next step is to see what's required for the specific program your student is interested in. All of our full-time programs have requirements that need to be met for a student to qualify. Some also have selection criteria in place to determine if a program is the right fit. All of this information is listed on our programs page for easy reference.
Then it's about applying. SAIT offers intakes year-round, and everything is done online through Apply Alberta. If your student is still in high school when applying, you'll need to submit their anticipated final grades for any courses required by their programs.
Once the application is in, they'll get an email confirming we've got it. Within a few days, they'll get another email with their SAIT ID. With that, they can check their application status anytime online.
At this point, you're probably wondering about finances. We get a lot of questions from parents about how much a SAIT education costs and how students pay for it.
On average, tuition and fees for a domestic student are about $6,000 per year. Books and supplies costs vary, anywhere from $500 to $2,500. We know that's a huge range, but it's because it depends on the program and whether a student only needs a few business textbooks or has to be kitted up with chef whites, knives, shoes, and hats for our culinary offering. You can see what supplies are needed and their costs for any of our programs on their SAIT.ca pages.
If your student is looking to live on campus, we have options. Residence will cost anywhere between $800 and $1,200 a month, depending on the size of the room and a few other factors. We'll talk more about housing in a minute.
We know finances are part of the post-secondary puzzle. We're proud of our Student Awards program that every year gives away more than $5.7 million to students through scholarships and bursaries.
Among these is the Bissett Bursary Program. Thanks to the generosity of Calgary philanthropist David Bissett, we're able to offer full tuition and all associated fees like student health and dental coverage or transit passes to recent high school graduates who meet the criteria, including a demonstrated financial need and desire to continue their education at SAIT.
Our Student Awards Guide outlines all the awards, from ones for specific programs to some for athletes, students involved in their communities, or those with specific financial needs. What's great about them is the money goes right to your student and can be used for any part of their education, including supplies, books, residence, or tuition.
You can find the guide and learn how to apply on the Student Awards page on SAIT.ca.
Let's talk about housing. If your student is looking to live on campus, they're in good company. With our two residences, Begin Tower and East Hall, we house about 1,200 students a semester. They come from Calgary and Alberta, across the country, and even from around the world.
Along with studio apartments, we offer 1, 2, and 4-bedroom units, complete with private kitchens and bathrooms. They're fully furnished and ready for move-in day. No need for a last-minute trip to IKEA. Your student just needs clothes, toiletries, and food, and they're all set.
With high-speed internet, study lounges on each floor, games rooms, a gym, and a yoga studio in Begin Tower, which all residents have access to, your student will have everything needed for both study and play. We've even got laundry covered, and our machines will text you when your load is finished.
We keep everyone safe and secure with key cards required for access to the building, elevators, and rooms, and we have 24-hour security right downstairs.
Applications for housing are now open. You can see the room layouts and take a virtual tour of residence on SAIT.ca.
Whether they live on campus or are here daily for classes, a major part of keeping students happy and healthy is our student association, known as SAITSA. They run everything from more than 100 student clubs to the Gateway Pub, the Odyssey Coffee Shop, and 2 convenience stores which sell whatever a student could need, from snacks and drinks to school supplies.
SAITSA also runs a student support center. Every day they have a different activity so students can drop in, take a break, and meet their peers while taking part in some fun. And what's more fun than petting puppies? Yes, SAITSA even makes that happen, filling a classroom with dogs once a month so students can get some quality time petting pets.
On a more practical note, SAITSA has a good food box program to help students eat healthy at a low cost by providing 20 pounds of fresh seasonal fruits and vegetables for only $25. Students can also get their taxes filed online for free by SAITSA student volunteers.
Through SAITSA, students have health and dental insurance, and since we have a health clinic with 2 full-time doctors, your student can get a prescription or flu shot without even having to leave campus.
A good education is about balancing studies with fun, so there's lots of campus life activities to keep students busy outside of class. From our Welcome Week and Make Some Noise for Mental Health campaign, to ping pong and free skating in our Trojans hockey arena at lunch, there are lots of ways for students to connect with each other and take a break.
Wellness is important to us at SAIT. Most full-time academic programs include access to our wellness center facilities at no cost. Your student's SAIT ID does double duty as a gym pass. They just need to scan it at the door to get to our weight room, ellipticals, treadmills, and stationary bikes.
They can also sign up for a Rec X Pass that gets them unlimited fitness classes for an entire semester for only $60. If your student is into bar, spin, yoga, Pilates, or other ways of working out, we've got them covered. They can also work with a trainer on cardio, flexibility, or strength training through our Fit Coaching program for a fee.
If your student is into team sports, they can sign up for intramurals like dodgeball, futsal, volleyball, outdoor soccer, and hockey.
SAIT values all students and is proud to create a campus where everyone is respected, valued, and empowered to succeed. We offer a number of services, programs, and initiatives to ensure every student can get the best from their time at SAIT.
That starts with making sure we're a place where all students feel welcome. SAIT recently launched a 5-year Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Action Plan that will help us become an even stronger, safer, and more inclusive place to learn.
Accessibility services help students who need additional support with their studies. They can assist with class and exam accommodations, equipment loans, consultations, and referrals, as well as funding applications for services, equipment, or technology. Last year, we helped more than 1,500 students who registered with the department. Our Interfaith Center is a community hub on campus where inclusivity is standard. Questions are always welcome, and the differences between people and cultures are explored and celebrated.
Pride at SAIT is working to provide a community at SAIT that is inclusive of and accessible to all individuals, regardless of gender expression, gender identity, or sexual orientation. And Women in Trades and Technologies is a SAIT committee that wants to enhance and promote women in our trades and technology programs.
Mental health is important to us. We offer free counseling services to students through appointments and a number of apps, which can be used at any time. Our counselors can help with a wide range of concerns from anxiety and depression to communication issues.
Through academic coaching, peer tutoring, and workshops, we can give your student extra help with their studies. We also run success seminars on topics like study skills, note-taking, or improving your memory.
Our goal is to get graduates career ready, and our Student Employment and Career Center is built for just that. Along with the 2 career fairs they run every year, they offer current students and alumni help with cover letters and resumes, and will even conduct mock interviews to prepare your student for the job market.
We will keep your students safe and sound while they study. Along with 24-hour campus security and services like SafeWalk, we have the SAIT Alert app, which provides students with emergency information and has a number of safety features. Among them, a mobile blue light, which a student can use to send their location to SAIT security, or the Friend Walk, which pings the student's location to a friend or loved one who can then watch them walk home in real time.
The app even allows students to contact the correct services for the SAIT area in case of an emergency or live chat with safety staff.
If attending SAIT means it's your student's first time away from home, there are lots of ways you can make it easier for them. For one, there's nothing like real mail. You can send care packages and letters. Our residence front desk will sign for anything that doesn't fit into your student's personal mailbox.
If they're running low on spending money, you can surprise them by topping up their e-card from home. The e-card, which doubles as their student ID, can be loaded with cash to spend on campus at coffee shops, the bookstore, or other food services locations.
If you want to visit, we have places to stay. We offer guest accommodations at residence for parents and guardians, or we're able to upgrade you to a hotel suite, so you can stay close by without cramping your student's style. There are a number of hotels just a short C-train ride away from campus if you want to stay a little further away.
As you can see, there are lots of reasons for your student to choose SAIT, from our great employment rate and hands-on learning approach to the numerous services and supports we offer.
And also, like we mentioned earlier, our cutting-edge labs and spaces, which really set us apart from other post-secondaries. To expand on that, this video shows you a little more of what we mean. Here's some final dates and deadlines before we wrap things up. Applications for SAIT programs are typically open until the program start date. If applications close sooner, the date will be indicated under the Admission Requirements tab on the program page on SAIT.ca. There are 2 important payments needed to secure a seat in a SAIT program: the tuition deposit and tuition fees.
The tuition deposit deadline depends on the date your student received their offer of acceptance. A full list is available under payment options on SAIT.ca.
Tuition fees are the first semester's tuition minus the deposit paid to hold your student's seat. This is due closer to the start of the semester, usually about 4 weeks before the start of classes. A full list of dates can be found on SAIT.ca. Final transcript deadlines are the last possible date your student can have the grades for the program required for admission submitted by. These are usually about a month or so before classes begin.
Starting the post-secondary journey with your student can be tough, but it's best to start by finding out what they're interested in. Talk to them about career options and pathways. Once they have an idea of where they want to end up, then they can start exploring programs that can help make that dream a reality.
Our viewbook is a great next step. You can explore the different career and program options, learn what sets SAIT apart, and so much more.
Then, it's time to start getting more information on the programs and services at SAIT. Our information sessions take place throughout the month. You can sign up for a Zoom meeting to learn more about all programs offered by that school, then talk specifics with an academic chair or instructor. You can also explore the SAIT campus virtually together. You can see into our labs, common spaces, and more at tour.sait.ca.
We also have our email address here on the screen. We encourage you to get in touch with any questions you may have about SAIT.
Thank you so much for joining us today. To learn more about what SAIT has to offer your student, visit sait.ca for more information.